When you need help from another developer, it is very important to learn how to communicate your problem in as precise, succinct, and complete a manner as possible. This means that if you experience a bug within a bigger project, you need to learn how to isolate the problem and share only the most relevant information necessary to solving the problem with another developer. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how to actually break down a bigger problem into a smaller problem, or how to isolate that problem. So let's say I'm trying to learn HTML and CSS, or actually specifically, I'm trying to learn how to use the CSS display flex rule, because I want to align this navigation along the center over here, very much like this screenshot here. I want to vertically align the navigation along the y-axis. And I have applied the CSS display flex rule on this, but for whatever reason, it's just sticking closer to the top. So I need to be able to isolate the problem and describe this problem in as concise and complete a manner as possible to another developer. And I can't inundate another developer with all the code from the rest of my project, like all this code over here and this code over here, because it's not relevant to this navigation display flex problem. So let's try to isolate this problem. Okay, we need to break this problem down into smaller components. So let's say, looking around here, I'm pretty sure that my footer has nothing to do with the problems that I'm experiencing in the navigation. So let me go to my HTML code. So this is my HTML code. This is my CSS code. Let's start with the HTML. I don't think my footer has anything to do with the navigation, so I'm just gonna delete that. Then I'm gonna come back to my web page, press refresh, just to make sure that my problem still persists, and just to make sure that my footer is gone. All right, good. My footer is gone, but my problem is still here. So I know that my footer has nothing to do with my navigation problems. I also don't think my about and the services has anything to do with my navigation problem, so let's get rid of that as well. That's this code over here. Hit refresh. And yeah, now we're just left with the hero image or the masthead, and also my problem's still here. So I don't think my hero image has anything to do with my navigation problem, so let's get rid of that as well. And yeah, my navigation still has this problem here. All right, so we're really targeting in or zoning in on our problem. I don't think my H1 has anything to do with this problem, so let's delete that as well. Yep, all right, so we still have this problem up here. Anything else we can remove? I don't think my fonts have anything to do with this display flex issue. Yeah, all right, that problem still persists. So looking at this, I don't think I should remove the header or the nav or the UL, because this is actually the problem I'm trying to look at. So I'm going to leave the HTML in there. Let's turn to our CSS code, because I don't think our footer code has anything to do with this problem here. Okay, I press refresh. Yes, our problem still persists. I don't think the services or the about has anything to do with our problem, so let's delete that as well. Yeah, my problem still persists. I don't think our masthead has anything to do with this problem, so let's delete that as well. Yep, our problem still persists. So we're really down to just the header. Oh, I don't think this is our problem either. Let's delete that. Oh, that's interesting. Things moved a little bit, but fundamentally our problem's still here because the navigation is still closer to the top. So let's see what else we can remove. Oh, H1. Yeah, we delete our H1. So I don't think we need this code. Yep, our problem's still here. Anything else we can remove? Can we try to remove this UL? Oh, yeah, I don't think we can move the UL because as you can see, once we remove the UL, this is a completely unexpected behavior. Our layout is completely destroyed. So I don't think we can remove it because our problem could potentially lie somewhere in here. So I'm not going to remove that. I'm going to bring that back, press save, because I think this might contribute to our problem. So we're going to leave that there. Can we delete anything here? Well, I don't think we need the font family. Actually, I don't even think we need the text decoration either. Let's delete that and see what happens. Yeah, our problem still persists. It's still closer to the top. What else can we remove? I don't think we need padding. I think if we delete this, we would still have our problem. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling that our padding is not related to the issue of it staying closer to top, because once we remove the padding, it gets even closer. So if anything, that padding was maybe even helping. So I deleted, but I'll delete that because I don't think it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not related to our problem because it just jumped closer to the top. And let's see what else. Yeah, I don't think like font color matters with our positioning. Maybe the display block matters. No, okay, removing display block did nothing, so I don't think we need this rule either. Okay, is there anything else we can remove? When we try to remove this whole section here, our layout completely just changed in a format that we know is, not quite relevant to our problem. Well, let's see what happens if we remove this list style. Does our problem still persist? Yeah, our problem is still here. It's still closer to the top. Anything else we can remove? Well, I think our code is already pretty minimalistic. Let's see if we remove the display grid on the header. Well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I don't think our display grid helped matters. But you know what? It just looks really weird. The layout looks really weird with it being at the top right. So I'm gonna just bring that back for a moment. Okay, and I think maybe this is as the fewest lines of code that I have to describe the problem. And I feel like if I were to share this information, share this code, and share this code with another developer, they'd be able to just take a look at the problem really quickly and be able to tell me what I did wrong, right? So actually, let me take a step back. What you want to share with another developer is a screenshot of this here. Share with them the HTML code, share with them the CSS code here. And I think with just those three pieces of information, another developer will be able to help you understand what problem you are experiencing. So in summary, when you run into a project bug and you need help from someone else, you need to learn how to isolate the problem, which is what we've done here. And by isolating the problem, what you've effectively done is you're describing your problem in as precise and complete a manner as possible, right? And in a very succinct manner. Okay, so learn how to isolate a problem before sharing it with another developer.